Yeah, now. Hey, welcome back to OG Chronicles, where the morals didn't come from the internet. It came from our real life lessons from our mothers, grandmothers, uncles, parents from the 80s and early the 70s and the 80s. Do you think the internet right now is the only source where morals come from?
I
Yes
hope
or
not.
no? I hope not.
Yeah.
By the way, this is my cohort, my partner in crime, my brother AD, aka Keep It Calm and Smooth, but we'll go off at any time. But anyway, welcome to how we gonna kick it about moral standards. We we knew what fucking manners was. Like we knew when we was in presence of adults, we used to always hear a kid should be seen and not fucking heard. Shut up.
That part got a lot of
Sit
that.
down like a bug.
Yeah, we got a lot of that.
We didn't have. It's like we was talking earlier, and the reason why I wanted to touch on this topic because a lot of people I know they this is one thing they say that's a big issue with
Hmm.
with this generation, and like you said earlier, it ain't just years. It started with the millennials, and yes, a lot of millennials, as my kids was growing up, did took it upon themselves to start acting like they was adults before they really was adults. To me,
Hmm.
I used to check their ass like, "Hey Q, you my brother or you my father?" We're part of this aspect that me and you on the same damn level. And I think a lot of adults during that during this transition of kids growing up, they started trying to be their damn friend.
And that's where a lot of problems jumped off, because parents definitely were trying to be their kid's friend. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't doing the necessary things that needed to be done. You know, my mother checked on me and my brother like there was nothing we could do. There was nothing underneath her roof that we could be doing that she wasn't gonna know about. You dig what I'm saying? And a lot of kids these days find it, oh, you being nosy, you all in my business. First of all, back in our days, from our elders used to say, you ain't got no damn business. You ain't got no damn business. So how you
You ain't
gonna
got no
act like
business.
right? So how you gonna act like you got some business going on around here? You ain't got no business. And if you do got something going on, best
How
believe
you doing, pro life?
I'm gonna be
Yo,
a
keep going.
part of it.
Yeah. We what business? You remember moms and dad to they take the key off the door. They take your lock off your door. You walking around, they got the little peephole where the doorknob used to be at back in the day.
Or they take your whole damn door. You want to
Oh
shut
yeah,
doors? I'll take
yeah,
your
that
whole damn
happened to me.
door off.
That happened to me. That taking my mom took the door before
Yeah,
because I
take the
had a
door.
problem by climbing out the window at night.
I wasn't crawling out no damn window.
Bro, I had to do what I had to do. But that also came in when we got caught. You wasn't gonna good. You got caught. You thought you was gonna talk shit to your mother. See, this is like that time one of my sons was talking crazy to his mama, and I was sitting there looking at him like, "Yo, dude, please don't have me get up and bring reality back in check." Cause I damn sure don't remember a bill being paid. You paying any mortgage? I don't remember you paying a car payment or insurance. I don't even remember you going to the grocery store to buy any goddamn food.
Listen, you are not
So how you
trying
gonna
to
talk
lose.
back?
You are not trying to lose your dad going shit. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not. I mean, I'm not. I'm not trying to lose my shit. I wasn't trying to get knocked upside my damn head. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good with that shit. Really.
But these kids today is so disrespectful. It's like they have no. A lot of them. you can tell the deeper they go into the like 2000, late 2000s, they have no moral concept, no moral play. They, I never seen so many motherfuckers call old people old. You, you old at 40 and 50, like we ancient. And
You
your
know
ass
what?
just got out your mama house.
I mean, but when we were 18, we thought 50 was old. Say we didn't. Say we
Yeah, but
didn't.
we ain't show no disrespect. We showed respect to that motherfucker that was 50 because we want to hopefully one day get to that 50.
That's because we was brought up better. You dig what I'm saying?
So where the disconnect came in at?
Uh, honestly, bro, I don't know. I don't know where the disconnect came in. I guess it came with us. I guess it would we are to blame. I remember one time I fell and I was down the county or maybe I was on Rick, you know what I'm saying, from upstate, and they sent me down the county. And these little brothers down there, man, just running around just crazy. And I'm like, what's up with these kids, man? And why do they have them so high? Because, you know, like in ACJ, that's Allegheny County Jail, it goes by levels. The lower your level, like say if you on 2, you can get work release or some shit like that. But if you on 8, you got a body
Yeah, that
or
was us.
or a kidnapping. You know what I'm saying? You got some,
Yeah.
you up against some pressure. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even 7 too. You know, if they put you on 7,
We
you
went
was
up
up
to
against
6
some
floors.
pressure.
We was
But
up
6,
on 4, like your shit. If you was on 6, you either on your way to the state joint or your ass going to the
right, and that's how 6 was with us. 6 was state feds. You know what I'm saying? And you basically had the craziest of the craziest, because if you was facing some time and you haven't been in a state of the feds or something like that, then you know they're gonna put you up there with these motherfuckers, and these were some kids, man. And I'm like,
Yep.
this is what, 15 years old, and they run around, you know, like it's romper room and shit. And I'm like, you know, find out that they facing bodies and shit. And I'm like, man, I just, even though I didn't know them, but I just felt the obligation to be like, man, listen, me as an old head, I didn't fail y'all, man. Cause y'all wouldn't be in this position if me and motherfuckers like me were more hands-on when we was younger with them. You digging what I'm saying?
Facts. You're right. I I know when I was incarcerated, when I did my 3 years, I had old heads that used to say, "Yo, you too big for this." But see, I was willing to engage and willing to learn, because that's like you said, we was raised that way, to respect when wisdom was put in front of us or giving us knowledge. So that's why I was real strict on my kids to get that wisdom, that knowledge, wisdom, understanding, because I wanted them to know at the end of the day, what that man been through, you got to hope and pray that you get there, because a lot of your friends right now ain't even going to make it. And as they grow, they see it. Like, I look at a lot of kids I used to coach. I can say I got some success stories of the ones that went to college and graduated, and I also got success stories of the ones that went to trade school and went and had a. But I also got some sad stories of ones that got passed away, ones that after they turned 16, 17, they got grown, because the parents, as we said, was trying to be friends other than being in there. You know what I mean? They stepped away from that organized sport, and us coaches went on with other shit too.
Mhm.
So it got to get it. We got to get ahead of this shit and start bringing back this type of reverence amongst the youth, especially the millennials, because the millennials gonna be the next parents.
Well, they are the parent. They are the parents, and
Certain ages.
I feel as though a lot of them, and I mean, and then I'm not speaking for us as every millennial, so please don't get me wrong. I think that that's
Right.
what I'm trying to insinuate. But you know, we have noticed amongst that age demographic that you know a lot of that is where some shit then fell apart, like really fell apart. Now I will also take it on upon Gen X's shoulders too, because, and I say that because when we was younger, we was coming up during that crack epidemic. You dig what I'm saying? So we see motherfuckers getting money. So that's the type of shit that it put us on.
Facts.
And at the same time, we see our unks and our aunties getting high. So with that came disrespect. Am I right or am I wrong?
Facts. Hell yeah.
Because if you see a motherfucker's mom, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you still might be like, yeah, that's on such and such, but you like, man, she getting high though. So I don't have that unnerving respect for her like I normally would, you know, because if she don't come straight with my change, even though I might be 13, 14 years old, I got to do something to her or I'm gonna look weak out here in these streets.
Facts. That's why I had a
So
rule.
I mean, we got to take we got to take that brunt too. However, I will say it was at times, and it was because our communities were being attacked through that drug, and we were being used in that manipulation type of um presence that they were putting us.
Thinking they was putting us in. See, when the 80s was around, when we was out there fucking around with that shit, and we was in the streets, we still had that level of respect for the old heads. Because I remember me, jury out, all that, fat car. Motherfucker, you still in school. If you don't go put that shit up and come acting like you're a regular bum, this is when the cops is gonna run down. We had to listen to these words because they knew better than us. And I took stride of that. I took off the jewelry and started. I didn't get fresh until 11 o'clock at night. But during the day while I was hustling, I looked like any average motherfucker on the street corner. Goose on and shit, bust downs on, you know what I mean? Dirty Nikes and shit, just chilling. But we learned, but ask yourself, when you see these kids going through the tribes and tribulations they going through, do we even sit and stop and talk to them if we don't know them personally?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
It's like we get along to get down. Like we move along to keep moving. Like we don't we
I
don't take
mean,
it upon it.
but I mean, honestly, you honestly have to ask yourself: are you willing to take on some other stress? Some other stress that you do not have to take on. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how
Yeah.
a lot of us think. You know what I'm saying? That I'm gonna have to deal with somebody else's problems. You dig what I'm saying? And you're like, man, I got my own fucking problems. I mean, and that's I gotta say that's it, cut and
I
dry.
mean, I if they come to me, like my little brother, that you see him pop up here and there on TikTok. When I talk to him,
Genesis.
when I
How about
first met him,
Genesis?
he started getting interested in Genesis. Yeah.
Mm.
But Genesis started wanting to get into what we do every morning. Look at what he's doing now. He took his music, he put it online, and when he make phone calls, I listen. Like I got a lot of youngins that I still talk to that I watch their growth. Like I told them, go get you a bit EIN number. All right, OG. Now I'm not OG no more. Now they calling my motherfucking ass Unc. I'm like, is that a new level of respect that you go? It was OG through the 40s. Now, what up, Unc? He called me old mother.
Hey, he just might be. He just might be.
But you got to give it. But the ones that show the respect, I give that respect back.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see them needing that understanding, I give them that understanding. See, that's where a lot of us fall off at. It's like we allowing these motherfuckers to run rapid. Like my son is in a fraternity. He grew up in he was in a fraternity damn near his whole he went in at 19. Like so me learning all his friends and all that within his fraternity, I used to sit down there at their little get together spot, his crib, and I talked to him. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was humorous or laughing or whatever, they showed me respect. Because I talked to him. I didn't talk at him. And see, we got a lot of boomers, because you remember boomers ain't talk to us. They talk at us. You better motherfucking do this, motherfucker. You better not fucking look at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? You remember how our moms did that? I slapped the motherfucking up your. I don't do none of that with them. I just talk, hey, yo, bro, you know me, bing. You know, boomers was our mother generation. They didn't. It was a do it, shut up, keep it moving. It wasn't no suck your teeth and turn your head. You turn back, you be sleep. Or the word what? What?
What? Hey. Remember hay? We used to get hay is for horses. Couldn't even say hey.
Yo. Remember yo? Yo.
No, I was not saying yo. Listen, when I first started saying y'all, my dad had a problem. He was like, no, we don't talk like that around here. Don't talk like that. Like, where you get that from? You don't see me talking like that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. I remember calling my uncle Yo on the phone. He said, I ain't one of your motherfucking friends, and my name ain't Yo. I was like, okay, sir. I never called him Yo or any other adult Yo again. That was a check. He said, I don't give a damn how hype you up inside them walls. But you don't talk to me like me and you are friends or I'm your fucking uncle. Now, how you doing? You get it? Stay within your lineup. This is you and this is me. Period. No in between. See, they commanded that respect. I'm telling you, it's a lot of these motherfucking millennials, some of these millennials and these Gen Xers, when it comes to their parents, they don't command that respect. Like to hear Brown say, a child is running a parent. Parents are scared of their children.
That's true.
That shit,
I mean, but
crazy shit is you heard it on a regular.
Bro, but the thing is like, not to say, I mean, I guess, you know, what our generation was more so like you feared, you were supposed to fear God, then your parents. You dig what I'm saying? Or vice versa. You dig what I'm saying? And I say vice versa because shoot, your parents were right there. So, you know, yeah, you might not have the whole thing like, man, I might be able to get away with this one with God, but you ain't gonna get away with that shit with your parents. You dig what I'm saying? There was general fear there. Like I ain't like getting fear. Yeah, actual fear. I ain't like getting fucked up.
Nah, hey, hey, the thought of it was worse than the motherfucking action itself. The mind games that my mom played with me, I might not get you now. I might not even get you later. But I'm going to get that ass. Guarantee it. And from that time of them words coming up out her damn mouth, you walked around on pins and fucking needles. But you say that to a kid today, it goes in one ear, out the other, like it ain't even no fear there. None. And we ain't talking about my mom having my dad get involved and all that shit. We talk about my mom. Only my mom. And so, hey.
Like I said, it that general fear, we had that general fear. With that general fear came discipline, you know, because I feel as though discipline was applied to us. Even the grandmothers, you know what I'm saying? Like my mother became, well, not with my brother. But you know, for the most part, you know, I can't say she was in her 40s when she became a grandmother. Or was she? Yeah, she was in her 40s. But at the same time, it was like kids got away with shit. And again, that's what I'm talking about, the millennials. You know what I'm saying? They used to get away with shit. Like, we've talked about that shit on the live before. Like, I wasn't allowed to ride no big wheel in the fucking house. Why the kids riding the big wheels in the house all of a sudden? Oh, they okay, just leave them alone. Huh? The fuck?
Yeah. Grandmom changed. The grandmom
So
shit
so
changed.
so right, bro. So a lot of that shit, when my grandmother used to tell me something when I was small or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That shit stuck. It wasn't no just let him do it. No, spare the rod, you spoiled the child, and I'm not even Christian.
Hey,
But
I
I
look at how
know
my
she
aunt,
did.
I look at how my aunt and my sisters and how they treat my kids compared to the way they torture me and the way they tortured their kids. My aunts and them, how they tortured their kids, and now that the kids got grandkids, you be, oh, did it? Like, you motherfuckers is the reason why these little fucks around here think they can just do whatever the hell they want. And then I gotta get in it. Like, who the fuck is you talking to? Like, what makes you think you gonna sit around me? See, I'm so old school when I go back home. That's why sometimes when they see me come home, they be like, we ain't gonna do shit for the rest of the week as long as he here. Cause I gets it, I checks their ass. I checks all of them. All that new generation that we got up there, I check everything in Jersey. All of it. I don't play it. But I look at my aunts and cousins like, it's y'all fucking fault. Because you don't give them discipline. So fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, now at this age, bro, if we are uncles, we great uncles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we are uncles, but we're still great uncles too. At this daggone age, you gotta figure all that in. You gotta figure all that in. We are supposed to be bringing the wisdom to the table nowadays.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, we can bring all that wisdom. But if they're not getting no goddamn understanding, it's not gonna fit the goddamn fit the consequences. It's not gonna build off of their understanding. We can come with all the wisdom, but if they're not willing to get the understanding, it's a lost cause. A straight lost cause. But I
It
don't
still
see
has it
motherfuckers.
still has to be applied though. Just
Yeah,
because you don't stop because you don't know whether or not it's going to be understood or not. You still got to apply it and hopefully and apply it and then hopefully it is eventually understood.
yeah. You just
Well,
in a relationship, God has to keep hitting, but it pisses you the fuck off. It pisses you the fuck off. It sometimes it, it sometimes I listen to these mugs over here and I'll be sitting there saying to myself, it's like, this no cap. Y'all get on my damn nerves. Y'all literally do. The the moral concept of the way y'all think about shit is a noun personality. Y'all got a noun, right fucking noun thinking plan. That shit sucks ass. It pisses me off. It's like you don't want to earn it the way like you want me to put all the work in, do all of this and that, and then you just roll in and get your benefits. Like,
it's the
oh,
microwave generation, bro. That's what they call that.
they
Instant
got ADHD.
gratification.
They got ADHD on it. Yeah, they got ADHD on a different level. They the up, swipe up, left, right, center motherfucker. they, they, they just know how to just swipe up, and that's the end of it. That's the whole concept of the conversation. It's like if it ain't gonna be this way, Daddy, I don't want to be bothered. fuck you figure? And if you would have listened to me when I was telling you this shit, you wouldn't be where you at right now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my
I mean,
oldest son, I tell him every time, you only in the position you in because you not listening to the truth in your brain. You
what's the
know the
truth?
answer. You know the answer because I told you the answers while you was growing up. This is not these life lessons that I gave you like every other man did or every other woman to their children. We gave you what we went through. I've been through this fucked up shit. Avoid this shit. Y'all end up walking down. Well, I can do it. Cause you remember your mom and dad telling you shit not to do it. And we end up doing it. So it gotta be some truth there.
I mean, you know what? There's a lot of shit that my mom says not to do now that I still do. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, oh, my son is so hard headed. Just so, oh.
I'm,
So,
I,
hey, so if I tell my kids something and they don't respond as I expect them to, I just say, the apple don't fall far from the damn tree. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? I take all the responsibility for that shit.
hey, I, uh, I don't even know how to. I take responsibility. Don't say I love it. I hate the motherfucker. Y'all make me look bad, bro. I know better. But to be honest, I really don't have. I mean, I had some of the most because they was taught manners. You're not gonna call somebody by their first name. You're not gonna disrespect no damn body. You're gonna be respectful, and that's the one thing I can say about my children. Literally, up front, how they are as individual, as grown young men growing up. Now behind my back, I heard these motherfuckers talk, but when they with me, I give my kids that. I just hope because everybody that they know my children be like, yo, your kids have got well manners. I'd be like, who that the motherfucker? But I be doing that as a joke, but that's just a sign of like I have respect for that they did pick that up. It's just that got more to grab at, bro. It's just not an easy process, but we gotta make a change. We we gotta step up and make a change.
I agree. I agree. We got to do better. But at the same time, one of the things that I was thinking about when you were talking is that I feel as though in the black community, and especially because it's a slippery slope because you have on one end where they try to diagnose our children with ADHD, specifically our children, you know what I'm saying, within the black community. But at the same time, on the other hand, the ones that have ADHD have what's the name of that? Where
Down syndrome,
huh?
Down syndrome,
Just, well, just different mental illnesses. You know what I'm saying?
bipolar.
And they might slip through the cracks because we don't like the white man's medicine,
But I know that's the reason why I never got it growing up. That's why I had to learn how to self control my ADHD. It didn't have a
Mhm.
name back in the day. It was just my mama like, your ass ain't eating candy because every time you eat a pack of now later, you're bouncing the fuck off the wall. And then it's the way that I interpret how I studied and learned and all that. You just gotta learn different aspects. ADHD, I never took a Ritalin. Shawnee never took a pill. He got ADHD. I just took them away from. I try to guide my youngest son the way I got God. My mama like, I'll fuck you up. That'll be your pill. You going to school, you know goddamn better. You going to school and shit, you're not gonna be in school embarrassing me. And that's the difference between the parents now, because they allow the school system to say you can't put your hands on your kid or you can't do this and do that. But they ain't giving you no damn money to take care of these damn kids. So the only way they want to deal with your kid if your kid is doped up and on that shit.
But what good is that for them? You know what I'm saying? Does that help them in any type of way?
Hell no.
You know, I think it hinders them because if you're used to being on a medication like Ritalin, for instance, I remember meeting the first dude that I met that was on Ritalin. I was like, "What's wrong with dude?" You know what I'm saying? Because at first he'd be all hyped up, but then when they have him on that medication, he be slowing them off. And I'm like, damn, this ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's not cool what they do, man. And like I said, it's basically to our community. You don't see
Yeah,
these little white kids
they
on no
quick shit.
Ritalin, knowing they need it.
And they kids be the worst. They be more. You see what happened in mass pew pewing and all that shit. That kid ain't just pick up and decided to do what the hell he did just that afternoon. Just woke up, oh, well, I'm just gonna take me an AR and just go to school. No, signs was there, him not listening, him not paying attention to you. Grades look like shit, bedroom trash, catching temper tantrums, blowing up at the elderly people in your family, being disrespectful. I know this shit coming because we see it coming. We gonna step in that ass. Well, I know on my side of the street, just talking for me personally, ain't nothing going down in my house, and I don't know what the fuck was going on, son and Ray. Because I don't know how you cannot know what your son presence on the internet is. So
Oh, they do too much
you're on
in
mute
a
again.
lot. No, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You
Yeah,
hear me? Okay. Um,
yeah,
yeah, it's just a lot. You
yeah.
know, a lot of motherfuckers be doing a lot and they don't let uh people do what they need to do in order to try to improve. Because you know, if your kid got a problem, you know, we've said this before. If your kid got a problem and somebody steps in like a teacher or a librarian, you know, somebody in like boss's position, and they see this and they try to help the children by stepping to the parents by saying, listen, I seen this in your kids, and I feel as though, you know, maybe you might need to get them checked out about this. Sometimes they'll take that as advice, sometimes they won't. You know, it depends. It depends on the parents.
Yeah,
You know, are they going to take it as not necessarily
but but I say parents should be held accountable. If your fucking
right?
child is a fucking problem, you instead of you dropping your damn problem off in our fucking lap, we need to have laws that parents start getting responsible for. Like when the people was yelling like Kamala had was locking people up for truancy and shit, parents for truancy and this, that, and that, and then the truth came out about the parents. You
Mm-hmm.
see, parents don't parents a lot of these parents that got these behavior issue children or these children that's going through stuff, they're not trying to get no type of public assistance to help them with this problem at a young age. They want to give it to the school. And then when the school checking the problem, you know what I'm saying? Then, oh, I didn't mean, well, y'all need to do better. No, you need to do some fucking home training. Something your kid needs to stay at home with you. Homeschooling. Because that one child is disrupting this whole classroom of children that's here to learn. When parents start being held accountable for their kids and stop dropping them off.
Things will start changing. I agree. If your kid's not in fucking school, and if you get dragged into fucking court because your kid ain't been in school, and say your kid's only in first or second fucking grade, yeah,
facts.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, that's on you, because you couldn't get your motherfucking ass up. I agree with that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? My boy's going through some shit like that. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. People be like, well, man, you know what I mean? Bullshit. I woke my kid. You remember me waking the dump, and it's senior year every damn day. Get your ass up.
I remember.
I made
recall.
sure you get your ass to school. Man, you ain't with the reason for you to stay the hell at home. Why? I always said I wanted my kids to be better than what I was, than my mama and them was. I want them to grow. I want you to be the better image of what I have. I'm instilled that in you. Gonna be a king, and this is what I want you. Because once you get what I give you, you're gonna do the same thing with your children. Because you're gonna say this is the way I was raised to become the productive citizen that I am, not by the damn government standards, by my fucking standards. Because you know right from wrong. You have a moral standard. Oh, you got the throwback. Oh, we got the throwback on. I got the new. We be dropping this January 1st, the new Facts Over Feelings. In the OG Chronicle hoodies and stuff will be back. We will be dropping. We got that still. That's the custom hoodie. I didn't know you had the motherfucker on. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, like you were saying, we just need to do better. You know what I'm saying? As a community, we need to do better. You know what I'm saying? And that's for everyone to participate in. You know, it's just not a certain amount of people that participate. Everybody gets to participate in this. You know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to be better as a community as a whole. You dig what I'm saying?
But we also got to have the support of the neighbor. Like I said, Village Movement, the nonprofit I'm trying to start by next year. We got to bring them in. Like, we got to organize with this organization. Get this organization. We need to become a village.
I agree.
Like, I want to get involved with my boy Delta program here in Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got another couple of boys that got a couple of programs that they starting up to bring it not just on the sports aspect. Like, they want the next engineers. They want the next tech savvy kid that's sitting at home alone. Like my boy's son, not the jump. Come to find out he loves science.
Who?
He loved the manipulation. My boy that brought his son over, Hawkeye brought his son over. His junior DJ. And we were sitting there looking at YouTube videos, and he said, put on what if. Type in what if. And we went to the channel. It's about what if a meteorite struck the earth in tens of thousands of milligrams and this smoke. I'm sitting there and said, oh, I understand you now. You one of them. You like science. You like worldly things, science-wise. Mm-hmm. We got to notice that talent and see what they really know. Like I said, oh, man, you come over anytime. and I'll brainstorm with you. And when I did that, his eyes lit up. Because he see somebody else is interested.
Yeah. Somebody interested in what he's interested in.
Like, he around us all damn Saturday, and we doing all this crazy stuff, laughing and joking. He just sitting by himself. But then when we gave him the remote control to play with the TV in the living room, he just went there and put on what if. I said, what the hell is what if? And I started looking at the video selection. I was like, oh, I get you. I know exactly what you are. I love stuff like this. And as we started talking, his wall came down, the smile on his face. That's when we see them. When we see them youngins like that, bro, we gotta show interest instantly.
Interest,
that one little interaction can change their mind about everything around them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they probably think they're outsider because I'm this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell them, I say, I'm a proud nerd. I have no problem. I'm a street thug nerd. I love stuff. I love different things. I just don't do the hood rat shit. Y'all just think because somebody out in the streets or wherever that they just gonna be blocked into the stereotype that America placed on them because I'm a black man. Yeah, he walk around and yeah, he acting out N-word and no, motherfucker. I'm loud, crazy, off the chain, but behind closed doors. Hey, that's where my superpower kick in. I do other stuff. I have other interests. Just ain't about no streets back in the day. I loved everything when I was growing up. Shit, comic books, this, that, and that. But I had people around that seen that and they worked off that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't just pigeonhole me into the streets. So
You said pigeonhole.
yeah,
You said
pigeonhole
pigeon
me in the
toe.
streets.
You said pigeon toe. I was like, wait a second.
I don't even think that shit makes sense.
No, it don't. It don't. It don't. It don't. It don't. Because that's two different damn things.
But if you like, hey, we gonna close it out. If you like anything in here, drop your opinions in the comment section, and I will answer. And do people truly today lose the respect for morals, or is just now just self interest? And we would like to have your feedback. And the way this is running, shoot, we might have to pop one of these probably at least 2 or 3 times in a week to go live. Because I was feeling we could just chop it up and do what we do on the live.
Mm-hmm.
And we see people came in and was commenting and all that, and that was cool. Like, hey, so we just growing from here, bro. But anyway, OG Chronicles, we out of here. Guys with some understanding. I always bring the full circle. Coach Freedom. Peace.
No, sir. Peace.